Jokes about men. Doc, says Steve, I want to be castrated. What on earth for? It's something I've been thinking about for a long time. If you don't do it, I'll just go to another doctor. Okay, but it's against my better judgment. Steve has his operation. The next day he walks down the hospital corridor very slowly, legs apart, with his drip stand. Heading toward him is another patient walking exactly the same way. Hi there, says Steve, it looks as if you've just had the same operation as me. Yeah, says the patient, I finally decided I'd like to be circumcised. Steve's eyes widen in horror, oh no. That's the word. Blonde jokes. Q, why did the blonde girl stare at the orange juice box? A, the orange juice box says, concentrate. Alcohol jokes. A red-headed man walks into a bar and sits next to another red-headed man. He orders a Guinness, and the second red-headed man turns to him. I'm guessing from that accent you're from Dublin. He asks, in an Irish brogue. Of course. They. First guy exclaims, here, bartender, get this guy a Guinness, too. There. Exchange continues, first, lem ask you, what street did you grow up on? Second. Street? Catherine Street. And you? First, street. Catherine Street, same as you. Second. Here, bartender, get this guy a Jameson. What school did you go to? First, street. Yospace Boys Academy. Second, son of a bitch, I went to street. Joe's too. Bartender, get this guy a Jameson. This continues, and as they find they had the same teachers and knew the same neighborhood kids, they proceed to get louder and drunker until a guy at the other end of the bar asks the bartender, what's up with those two? The bartender shrugs and says, it's the O'Shaughnessy twins, they're drunk again. Dirty jokes. An Italian guy is out picking up chicks in Roma. While at his favorite bar, he manages to attract one rather attractive-looking blonde. So the Euro trademark back at his place, and sure enough, they go at it. After a long while Euro he climaxes loudly. Then he rolls over, lights up a cigarette and asks her, Euro so Euro. You finish Euro after a slight pause. She replies, Euro no Euro surprised, but pleasantly, he puts out his cigarette, rolls back on top of her, and has his way with her again, this time lasting even longer than the first Euro and this time completing the deed with even louder shouts. Again he rolls over, lights a cigarette, and asks, Euro so Euro. You finish Euro and again, after a short pause. She simply says Euro no Euro stunned, but still acting reflexively on his macho pride, he once again puts out the cigarette, and mounts his companion du journey. This time, with all the strength he could muster up, he barely manages to end the task, but he does, after quite some time and energy is spent. Barely able to roll over, he reaches for his cigarette Euro lights it again, and then asks tiredly, Euro so Euro you finish Euro no. I Euro trademark Swedish Euro. Black humor jokes. Q. Which famous celebrity has had the most children over the last 10 years? A. Michael Jackson. Animal jokes. A guy rings his boss and says I can't come to work today. The boss asks why and the guy says it's my eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Asks the boss. I just can't see myself coming to work, so I'm going fishing instead. Animal jokes. A family is driving in their car on a holiday. A frog crosses the road and the husband, who is driving, is able to stop the car. He gets out and takes the frog. And carries him to the side of the road. Frog is grateful, thanks the man, and tells him that he will grant him a wish. Man says, please make my dog win the next dog race. Frog asks to look at the dog which jumps out of the car. The frog notices that the dog has only got 3 legs and tells the man that he thinks it is almost impossible to fulfill his wish and asks that the man will tell him another wish. The man says, well, then please help that my wife will win the next beauty contest in the area. Frog asks him to tell his wife to get out of the car. Wife comes out of the car and approaches the frog. The frog turns to the man and says, could I please have another look at the dog? Blonde jokes. Q. Do you know why the blonde got fired from the M&M factory? A. For throwing out the W's. Jokes about women. A young woman was taking golf lessons and had just started playing her first round of golf when she suffered a bee sting. Her pain was so intense that she decided to return to the clubhouse for medical assistance. The golf pro saw her heading back and said, you are back early, wait trademark s wrong I was stung by a bee she said. Where he asked. Between the first and second hole she replied. He nodded and said, your stance is far too wide Alcohol jokes. Mark was passing by the bar on the way home from work when he sees his good friend Tom gulping down one shot after another. Fearing the worst, Mark charged into the bar and confronted Tom. Tom, wait trademark s going on? Mark asked. Eat a trademark s my wife Becky, Tom replied. She ran off with my best friend. Hey, wait a second, said Mark. Arena trademark ti your best friend? Not anymore, Tom said with a happy smile. He is.